Today we are playing an exciting game, Guess the State Flags by looking at the pictures. Use the provided state capital hints to help you get them all. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. Miss one and you are eliminated. There are 50 state flags and you have 10 seconds to guess each one. Let's see who can last the longest. Guess the flag. That was Wyoming's flag. Guess the flag. That was Pennsylvania's flag. Guess the flag. That was the Texas flag. Guess the flag. That was the New Jersey flag. Guess the flag. That was Nevada's flag. Bonus round. Would you rather like this video and subscribe for an extra life or reject the offer by saying no in the comments? Guess the flag. That was the Oklahoma flag. Guess the flag. That was the Virginia flag. Guess the flag. That was the Alabama flag. Guess the flag. That was the Iowa flag. Guess the flag. That was the Michigan flag. Guess the flag. That was the Delaware flag. Guess the flag. That was the Nebraska flag. Guess the flag. That was the Arkansas flag. Guess the flag. That was the Maryland flag. Guess the flag. That was Missouri's flag. Guess the flag. That was Hawaii's flag. Guess the flag. That was Ohio's flag. Guess the flag. That was New York's flag. Guess the flag. That was West Virginia's flag. Guess the flag. That was North Carolina's flag. Guess the flag. That was Colorado's flag. Guess the flag. That was Kentucky's flag. Guess the flag. That was Alaska's flag. Guess the flag. That was the Kansas flag. Guess the flag. That was the Mississippi flag. Guess the flag. That was Florida's flag. Guess the flag. That was Minnesota's flag. Guess the flag. That was the Tennessee flag. Guess the flag. That was the New Hampshire flag. Guess the flag. That was the South Carolina flag. Guess the flag. That was the Oregon flag. Guess the flag. That was the Rhode Island flag. Guess the flag. That was Vermont's flag. Guess the flag. That was Washington's flag. Guess the flag. That was Arizona's flag. Guess the flag. That was California's flag. Guess the flag. That was Montana's flag. Guess the flag. That was Illinois' flag. Guess the flag. That was the Connecticut flag. Guess the flag. That was the Indiana flag. Guess the flag. That was the Georgia flag. Guess the flag. That was the Massachusetts flag. Guess the flag. That was the North Dakota flag. Guess the flag. That was the New Mexico flag. Guess the flag. That was the Utah flag. Guess the flag. That was the Wisconsin flag. Guess the flag. That was the South Dakota flag. Guess the flag. That was Idaho's flag. Guess the flag. That was Maine's flag. Guess the flag. That was Louisiana's flag. Congratulations, you made it to the end. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and share this to all of your friends to see how well they can do. Hey, since you're still here, why don't you check out some of our other great videos?